Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the interbubs, and welcome back to episode 8 of this Let's Play Oxygen Not Included series with me, RENDOG'S. This is the RENDOG'S Incorporated colony, and we're starting to make some pretty serious progress at the moment, trying our best to dig out some new rooms for our colony, as well as manage our power and food supplies for the colonists. At the moment, things are going not so well, if I'm honest with you. We've got a serious lack of oxygen up here. Jeez, it's just a whole bunch of hydrogen up here. This is pretty dangerous. Rendog, get yourself out of there, man. Damn. I don't know what we're going to do about that. We're going to have to find some way to harness all of this hydrogen. But on top of that, man, we've got a serious power supply problem at the moment. As you guys can see, we have got 2 hamster wheels, and we have not yet researched combustion, which is what I want to try and do today. Let me see if I can get these freaking guys on hamster wheels again, though, so that Iskal can continue the research. How far are we away from combustion? We just need 5 more intermediate research to get that done. So hopefully the little bastards will get busy getting that done right now. And you know what I think I should do? I should probably cancel this for now, because seriously, man, it is dangerous up here. Look at all of this hydrogen. We don't want our guys going in there. And man, look at this. This is really bad. We need to get a tile freaking blocking off all of that oxygen or all of that hydrogen. I don't know what that is, but it looks super deadly, man. Let's make sure that we block that off as fast as we can. Now, we have got the option for a brand new freaking colonist, and I'm still not really certain whether or not I should get somebody in the colony again. But you know what, guys? I think we're going to have a look anyway. Let's have a look if there's any new duplicates who we might be able to use over here. We've got an artist, a scientist, and a technician. I don't think we need any of those right now. At the moment, we just need to work pretty hard on building our base. And maybe that artist is actually something we could use. 2 athletics, 4 cooking, creativity, and tinkering. It's another narcoleptic, though. We can't have another narcoleptic. There's 2 of them here. Already 2 of our colonists are narcoleptic. So you know what? We're going to reject all of them. Sorry, guys. You're not welcome in RENDOG'S Incorporated colony. You're going to have to wait for the next time around. Anyway, let's pump up the speed of this thing, and this gives me a chance to take a sip of my beverage. Give me 1 second. There we go. Now, guys, I hope you are enjoying the series so far. I am having such a blast playing this game. I know that I'm probably not playing it very well, but thank you guys for being patient, and thank you for hanging out and watching the series with me. I hope you are enjoying it. I know I'm probably doing loads of stuff wrong, and you guys are going absolutely crazy, shouting at me and calling me a noob in the comments, but that's okay, guys. That's okay, you know. I hopefully am going to manage to get pretty far in this game. I'm just very worried about, as soon as we start getting into the late game, I'm a little bit concerned. What am I doing up here? Oh, there's algae up here to be collected. Why aren't you guys collecting this? Let's turn that up to full. And also, we should probably start collecting this coal over here too. It's almost as if if the tasks aren't on a priority higher than 5, sometimes the colonists won't actually do the tasks. I don't know if that's like a bug or something, but it feels a little bit like a bug. I'm not entirely sure, man. But as soon as you pump up that priority, they get straight on it. Let's pump up the priority of the supercomputer, get Iskal to work and start researching that combustion. Also, let's do some more mealworm harvesting over here. And geez, there is so many mealworms being dropped over here. The guys need to go and sweep that up also at some point. Hopefully they'll get to that. Stress is working away on the hamster wheel. Yep, we got full power, so that's good. And that was cool. I didn't actually notice that. The liquid cooling, I suppose, is what it is on the supercomputer. Nice work, RENDOG'S getting involved in the research. Combustion is going to happen today, guys. I can feel it coming, baby. It's going to be epic. Now, we got some plans for down here. Maybe I can start working on this, actually, while we wait for that research to happen. I want to get this entire floor set up like the rest of our base. So let's start digging this away and turn this into a proper area. And I think I spoke about this a couple of episodes ago, but what I want to try and do is find a way to preserve our water somehow, right? We got some fresh water over here. We got some more fresh water up here. But at some point, we're going to have to start creating our own fresh water out of contaminated water. And to do that, I think what we're going to have to do is create a couple of reservoirs, right? So here's what I'm thinking. If we created, literally like a dam, right? So if we created like, I don't know, like this, I suppose, is probably big enough for a reservoir of water. I don't know, we might have to raise it up by 1. I don't know if the little guys can get through a one space though, right? I think they can only get through a space of 2. But anyway, if this little section of the reservoir could be like clean water, and then this reservoir could be contaminated water, that way we will have 2 like bank or 2 reservoir tanks, I suppose, of water, which might actually be kind of useful. I mean, we can already pump the water around quite easily, right? So there must be a way that we can actually pump the water into a reservoir. Now that I think about it, actually, this might be a little bit too small for a reservoir. I mean, maybe what we need to do is actually dig down a little bit. So I think what... Oh, no. I've disconnected the freaking cables over here. Jeez. I tell you what, man. You got to keep your eye on this. If you mess it up like this, you can actually kill your entire colony. Let's get that prioritized. And, man, we're going to have to finish off this electrical cable like this. There we go. I just spotted something there. Did you guys see that, man? Oh, this is epic. Look at this. Coal generator. Oh, that is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Okay, let's slow the sucker down. Although it is nighttime right now, isn't it? Yeah, dang it. Okay, we're going to build our coal generator all the way up here. I want to prioritize removing this stuff, though. And let's just crank up the speed because it's nighttime right now. I suppose we could probably get rid of this thing, too. We can deconstruct that and probably deconstruct these, too. I want to make, like, better batteries because I think... look at this. We can make a better battery over here. Okay, this is epic. We're going to make a coal generator around here somewhere and then pump up those batteries. Let's just get rid of all of this junk for now. There we go. Good work, guys. Let's make ourselves, I don't know, 2 batteries, like one here, and then the coal generator in the middle of the batteries. Yeah, something like that. That looks pretty sweet. And let's make sure all of this is cabled up correctly. There we go. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, guys, get busy building, please. Get that coal generation going. That's what I'm talking about, man. Now, let's get back to working on our reservoirs down here. Here's what I'm thinking. We might need to go a little bit deeper over here, right? So, we're probably going to have to send our ladder down. Oops, a couple of spaces like so. There we go. There's actually some coal down here too, which is going to be helpful. And maybe what we should do then is make our ladders go across like this. And then we can dig out all of this material over here. That's perfect. And then we can tile that. And I guess we probably want to get this done pretty quickly though, right? So I suppose we should prioritize this. Oh, we've also broken our oxygen creator. That's okay. There's actually quite a lot of oxygen down here already. I'm thinking that we might need to have an electrolyzer in the reservoir area. I'm not sure, though. We're going to have to see how that turns out. Now, how's our food situation? 38,000 calories on the go right now. That is fantastic, baby. I think we could probably turn off the musher for now. Also, we can start getting rid of some buildings over here, right? Let's get rid of that. And I suppose we need to prioritize the building of this stuff over here. Guys, hello? Can you make the coal at some point? The coal generator? Jeez. I don't really know how these people, like, decide what they're going to do. But take a look at this. I was having a look at jobs. And in this this list, you can actually prioritize stuff for the workers. So, for example, I could tell Mr. Tweeday to actually never cook or never do any art, but generate power, harvest, sweep, build, deliver, and dig, and compost. So, like, to be like a worker, basically, right? And a combat person. And maybe we want all the technicians to be that way. Maybe like Iskal doesn't have to cook and do art either. He doesn't have to compost. He has to research, and he has to... maybe he doesn't have to harvest and sweep and stuff. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to configure all of this at some point. And maybe that'll make our little colonists work a little bit more efficiently, right? It's unclear, though, whether or not that is the case. We're going to have to try and figure that out at some point. Anyway, I think I'm going to have to get rid of all of this stuff, too, with the X command. So let's break all of this. Can I get rid of this? Hello? I'm not seeing the X command on the thingy. Okay, that's all right. There we go. Now, let's add some more tiles. Now, we're going to make the floor of our bottom story of our base, just like so, right? Beautiful. And it looks like we're going to have to make some ladders there so that they can get up there. Okay, also, I think we're probably going to have to X all of these things at the moment because they don't have any power and they're kind of floating in midair right now. So let's get rid of those, pick up their resource side. Now, let's research something else. Oh, man. Yes, this is epic. Okay, so let's have a look what we got. We got pressure management, which I'm not that interested in. What about food management? We can actually have a cooking station, which sounds quite exciting. But let's have a look. What else can we research around here? Oh, yes, sanitation sciences. Finally, we get to start researching sanitation sciences. Oh, man. Speaking about researching, how many scientists do we have right now? We've got loads of technicians. We kind of need another scientist, don't we, to help out with the research. But there we go. This is looking pretty good right now. Let's get rid of that also, because that's floating in the middle of nowhere. Oh, and our coal generator is up and running. It doesn't look like it's got any coal right now, though. So let's get one of these guys to bring it some coal and see how much power we can generate. Then we can start getting rid of some of these buildings. So let's get rid of these two buildings over here. Get out of our lives. Please, thank you. We need to plant some more of these mealwood flowers thingies. So let's get a couple of these planted. This is kind of like our farm down here, right? Which I think is kind of cool. And once all of this jazz has been taken away, maybe we can add a few more of these planter boxes. And that should pretty much be our food, like, sorted, I think. I'm not entirely sure, though. Let's get a floor lamp over here, too, just so that we can get that going. Now, the only awkward thing about our base right now is that our research is kind of in the middle of nowhere, right? We kind of need to find a decent place for our research stations. But now that we've dug away all of this jazz at the bottom, I kind of want to get busy with this reservoir idea. We're kind of starting to run low on water over here. And I want to see if I can actually make this work. So, the reservoir is going to be 3 high, which feels just about right. Some ladders so that the guys can get up and down. And then we're going to have 2 different tanks for water, right? So, this is going to be the freshwater tank, I suppose. Just like... Oops. Nope. No. Let's cancel that. My bad. I was trying to build some ladders over there. So that's the freshwater tank. And this is going to be the contaminated water tank. And maybe what we need to do, though, is make this like 2 wide, just in case we need to make an oxidizer down here, or an electrolyzer, excuse me. I keep calling this oxygen making thing the wrong thing. But there we go. So that's going to be our reservoir tanks. That should turn out pretty interesting if we can make that work, right? I reckon that's going to be pretty cool. There we go. Our coal generator is pumping away. Look at it. It's like an accordion of power. And look how much power it generates. That's absolutely insane. Our batteries are completely jam-packed with power right now. Isn't that awesome? Now let's take a look at some of the problems that we got. Oh my goodness, look at all of this hydrogen, guys. This is so bad. And this is where our guys are coming to poop also. Breathing in this deadly hydrogen. I think we're going to need to find a way to deal with this. And I think the answer to this lies here in the hydrogen generator, right? This is our power generating room up here. So I'm thinking maybe what we need to do is add a couple more batteries. So let's add a battery, a hydrogen generator, and a battery like that. And let's find a way to pump all of that deadly hydrogen into this hydrogen generator over here, right? I reckon that's probably a pretty wise idea right now. Now, let's have a look at the plumbing. I think I know how this works. Gas pump, I suppose, is what we have to do. Let's set up a gas pump like, I don't know, up here, I suppose, and maybe another one over here, I guess. And I suppose we've got to use this thing called a gas pipe, right? To run, a gas line all the way from these pumps into the hydrogen generator. That's the theory anyway. So let's make like a nice, neat gas line over here. We could go down. There we go again with the freaking bad piping. Oh, we have access to another freaking colonist also. Let's just slow this down a little bit over here. Jeez, man, I get stressed out when it runs so quickly. Anyway, let's get this gas pump built and delivering into the main line. Wait, hang on. Nope, that's the wrong place to go. We're going to have to go down the ladder and then into the floor like this. And then in to the hydrogen generator. Beautiful. Now we need to do the same thing with this one. I suppose what we could do is run the gas line like along the floor like that, right? Beautiful. And I guess we got to get power to this thing. Let's have a look. Some power is in the house, some electrical cabling. Yes, they do need power. So we can keep it nice and neat, right? Let's do the exact same thing that we did with the gas lines and run that power line along them just like that. That's one of the things I love about this game, is how you can stack the wires like this. I think that looks really, really cool, man. Anyway, let's do the same thing over here, right? That's definitely not the same thing. Let's run this cable into there, which I think is where the pipeline is. Yes, there we go. Okay, beautiful. Hopefully those will get created pretty fast, and that'll help to deal with all of this hydrogen. We're going to turn this hydrogen into power, which is super exciting for me, man. That sounds awesome. Now, speaking about some serious issues, we've got some ridiculous carbon dioxide problems down in our reservoirs. This is kind of scary, if I'm completely honest with you guys right now, man. I need to figure out what to do with that. Is our research still going? It hasn't finished yet, has it? Oxygen. No, there we go. Research. Oh, have we finished? We finished with the sanitation sciences. Oh, that is fantastic news. Okay, next up, let's do temperature modulation, I think. That might help with the reduction of some of this gas production around the place. Oh man, so much to do, so many freaking seeds to be planted. This feels really good to me though, guys, right? Like, I think we made some really good progress today. It feels like it anyway. And maybe what we need to do is start making some lice loaf, actually, because we've got some excess silkworms over here. But I feel like we've made some pretty good progress. We've got a new citizen that we might be able to welcome in here. I'm going to think about it a little bit. I want to get these gas pipes and stuff sorted before the next episode, and maybe in the next episode we will welcome a new freaking colonist to the Renskull Stress Incorporated colony. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Remember to hit the like button if you did, and hopefully in the next couple episodes we're going to manage to figure out what to do with our water reservoir situation, as well as finding a way to get this fresh water into our supplies, because this is starting to run dry a little bit, isn't it? Thanks for watching, guys. RenDoG'S signing out from Oxygen Not Included. We will smell you all in the next episode.